Round and round, the government goes round. The jokes you see all downtown. It starts somewhere, 'cause it's a joke going down. It's always a scam to the government, 'cause it goes round and round. Round and round, the government goes round. They try to please you all day long, but they think too damn quick. And so they get fooled like a dick. Round and round, the government goes round. Round and round, until they go down. Round and round, we play the government around. Because we're the rich, and we're gonna see the government go down. 'Cause they're trying to please us now. They don't care about the real things down. They go round and round they go. That's the government going round and round. 'Cause they don't listen to everyone. They only do when it goes down. Round and round, the government prints around their money up and down. Round and round, the government goes round. It's about my time to talk now. Now, the union. We're all trying to get fair rights and stuff like that. But when it comes to trying to get fair rights and fair pay, it's the government needs to tweak. When it needs to tweak, it's for all. When the union needs to tweak, it should be for all. When you go around and around, you'll hear the same shit downtown. You will see some groups get on the list, but you over there just sit and bitch. Back to the union. They're talking about aged care. What does the government fund? Aged care is on the list. Oh shit, yeah, it is too. There we go. So how can the rich get benefits out of something that the people want? And it doesn't really cost them. Round and round, but it makes the government go down. Because they don't think they go round and round. And what they do is rich people, they can do it, they got all the money and the talk. They'll go to the government people, brainwash them around and around about what ideas should go down. And they talk about aged care as they're getting old. So that's something they want to know about, wouldn't it? So when it comes to aged care and they want to have good treatment and feel that everyone's getting fed right, so the old people want that sector to the rich first done, right? And it's to their old ways of thinking. So it doesn't solve anything for everybody. It just solves their way of thinking and how they feel, right? And what they've done is they're gone, we want to put pay rise up, so we do it and they'll all follow, we can all do this thing and whatever follows whatever, but we're not going to do it for everyone, we're just going to show it from here because we'll make the government have to pay. When we do this one, they're going to have to pay. So the government needs to make a pay increase in a different way, which I'll mention in a minute, but I'll tell you the way they're doing it. And they go, we're going to make it go. So what we're doing is we're going to go aged care. So all these rich people are happy. Old rich people, they're usually the most important at the moment. That might just fucking flip it about not feeling good when they get looked after and everybody not right. So they want to show a point too, is they're, rich and can do it. And so they don't feel bad. And what they do, this is my opinion, is they go to the government and they've got this and the union. They've got this to happen. They funded it, made sure it happened and all this kind of thing. I would have to research to get the 100% truth. So it's my opinion, right? And the government has to pay more wage. They make the wage in aged care sector be a minimum now, right? Not only for the government, but also for the private sector, right? So the government now has to pay more when it comes to aged care. So that's now going up in price. Aged care cost up, right? And that's fine if it's doing all right. But you want to make sure you're not just losing money and everything's up, right? So it's a bad thing if everything's up, right? And you want to do the same thing without it making going so much up, right? And you can. There's lots of ways of doing this. And what they've done is they've done that, so everyone's happy. Everyone pay Chris for all the things. They don't worry about everything else. We'll just give you more money, and the government will pay it on there. And when it comes to the private sector, that's okay because we'll just put up the cost. Now you won't find out this until a little bit further, or if it's already happened, go research it. But that's what they'll do. So the private sector won't lose no money. The rich, they might even when they put it up, bang an extra 20. They won't know, and make more money because that's the thing they do, right? And then the government's going to have to pay. So when it comes to the private sector, it costs more money now in age group. Right? But did it fix the problem when it comes to the pay or the inflation? No, but it fixed that sector, you see. So how do we fix everything that can fix it a little bit like that sector? But we all can't just get pay go up, because what happens when a government goes, all right, let's make a stand and put the pay up, right? Because of inflation. What happens there is that you can put small businesses down, because if everyone has to pay more now, and it was already hard enough to pay their employees, now they can't. So how are they going to get further to get somewhere when they've got inflation? Now they can't even pay the employees, right? So you don't want to put things up when it's already hard enough. In fact, it'd be good to put it down so the employees put it down, but they can talk to their people and go, look, I can sack you or I can do this, but if I do this, then you might be able to sue me on this. So they can't even help out, you see, because the system, in my opinion, on how we can actually help out people and change things for how they feel so we can all work together. Because to fix something, you got to suffer, right? And I've seen these people on TV, you know, nice houses and all that, and it's all cool, and I've talked about it in clips. But when things go hard, and they're talking about now that their pay, they can't go out and go to the movies now like they used to and do all this, which they can't because of inflation going up, and that they want their pay to go up, so their life's the same, and have their nice house and all this kind of stuff, and have their nice big pay, right? But when they start losing that, they're already going, oh, let me on the news. I can't pay for my kids going to the gym. I can't pay my kids to go play volleyball. Shit, there's billions that can't. If they want to go play volleyball, they can go down the park and go play. And a lot of things they can actually go do. They don't need these groups and studies and stuff like that. So they don't know what real suffering is until that's all gone. And then change your diet on your food. Go from expensive stuff to cheap stuff, right? Go all there first, then tell us how you're suffering. Then you are suffering for real. Other than that, you're just losing some luxuries. But you're not even suffering yet. You still got a nice place to stay. You got a vehicle to travel in. You got your food, right? So you're not suffering yet. And your job's not that hard, is it? Right? You probably learnt something so you can have an easy job. A lot of these people that have a lot of these nice houses out there, huh? And anyway, that's a whole nother thing, in my opinion, about, you know, who's really suffering in what sector and how good are they doing and what did they sacrifice to get what else they needed. See, you go see what those people, talk about them, about how much they've sacrificed, but they're still trucking and they still want to be happy and can still be happy and look forward to the future, but we just need a better positive change. We're looking for a better way and stuff like that. Huh? I'm waiting for things to get better when it comes to work and inflation and all the rest for all of us, and the laws and how we get trapped and buggered up for no particular reason, just because they're working out things, or they want a specific way. But they make it worse for everybody, which I've talked about in many clips of how things can become worse. Right? And even this thing with the units can become worse. People are going to get upset that they got it and nothing else, and you're going to get all this chaos when it's best to just fix the whole problem in the first place and try and get everyone to pay more because of inflation. So that's the government trying to pass the buck on there, not really doing their job, as far as I'm concerned. Right? Pass the buck. Try not to pass the buck. How can we fix it without it? The pass the buck part should be like the last thing, like putting up taxes. Putting up taxes is passing the buck, isn't it? Oh, I fucked up. Got to get more money from you. So when it comes to pay needs to be decent. A way a government can fix pay, if you want to do that up thing. Right, so we're onto that subject with this. Yeah, we need more money, which is true, because some companies